Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Dannah, McKellar, Ntaka, and I am a medical scientist. I specialize in the study of the female anatomy, and my company, the Campus of Care Global Healthcare Corporation, focuses on healthy outcomes for women, children, and marginalized people. Today we are carrying on with our public health series, and we are going to go over some hygiene techniques that will help us to have healthy skin and healthy hair. Our skin is the largest organ of our body. It is a part of the integumentary system, and our hair is part of that system. How often do you cleanse your makeup brushes? I do mine usually once per week, sometimes twice a week if I'm doing some heavy glam. If you can't remember the last time you cleansed your makeup brushes, please stop and cleanse them right now. So I'll give you the tools that I use. My only environmental sin is that I like bleach, and I use a capful here and there. Many people who are environmentalists, as I am, do not like bleach. I can tell you I use all natural and all green products, number one, because I have horrible allergies, and number two, because I want to have a very small carbon footprint. I want to save some of the earth for my unborn grandchildren. I do use Dawn on my combs and brushes as well as my makeup brushes because Dawn has a formula that has an extra grease breaking up mechanism. So here goes. I'm going to start by just rinsing each of my brushes, and my makeup color is a caramel or honey brown, so my brushes get pretty saturated. In my sink I have this big blue pail. I don't do this in the sink because some of these sinks will stain. I was hand washing a couple of black dresses in my bathtub, and it left a bit of a stain, and it took quite a bit of my scientific expertise to get the stain out. So I always use a pail, lipstick brushes, everything. So once you get a pail, this has about 2 inches worth of water, then I'll start to just lather, and you may be able to see some of the honey brown that's coming off on my glove. I tend to do this chore on my off day. I have my hair in a bun, it's conditioning, it's under a plastic bag and under a cap, a satin cap. So I'm doing 2 things in one, doing all of my cleansing chores, doing all of my beauty chores all on this same day. Now I am going to take a capful of my bleach and put it in the water. Now you'll see I'll have to cleanse my gloves when I'm done because I use these for other clean chores, but they're just going to soak. After I get them nice and wet, then I'll start to just go down in between each one with the lather. Now the water is starting to really get brown. So that's one, then I'll go with the next one. And for those of you who have tons of makeup brushes and you're really into the cosmetic arts, you really want to do this on a regular basis. If you're doing other people's faces with your brush, I would suggest that you have different sets, 5 to 7 sets if you do 5 to 7 clients a day. At the end of that day, everything has to be sanitized, or have the clients to bring in their own brush, and still they need to sanitize their brushes on a regular basis. So that's 2. Here's another. Give me some questions in the comments. See there? Still honey brown makeup coming out. Imagine if you didn't do this for months and months and months on end. You may have some breakouts. You certainly are going to be harboring some bacteria down inside of your brushes, and we don't want that. Now, on the other side of the sink, I'm going to start to rinse. And this is just my first application. One down. Feel free to change your water. I'm going to do that right now. And you see that, honey brown? All right. A couple of brushes still down in there. So then I'll start again. You want to get these brushes clean, like brand new when you got them from the merchant. When the water squeezes out clean, you're almost done. Your eye brushes and lip brushes, you want to do those as well, because you do not want to transfer any bacteria from your own eyes. We're going outside, we're around other people, and as much as we can, we should keep our hands off of our faces. If you didn't already know that, we learned that and relearned that, reviewed it with COVID-19. All right. Now, since these are my good gloves, I'm going to use a little friction there and cleanse them. This water is not as brown on the second go around. Not as brown. Now, there are some people that say, I'd just rather throw away my brushes and use them as disposables. Well, that's one thought, but again, when we think about having a low carbon footprint, what if everybody did that? Our landfills would just be full. And this is just even like a quarter of a capful. I am not too liberal with the bleach. And just so you know, in water treatment plants, chlorine is used liberally to cleanse water, to make sure that there are no harmful outbreaks happening in the town's water supplies. Now that we are done with that, I'm going to dump the water once again and then put one final pail of water together, and that one should come back clear. After that, we'll rinse thoroughly and allow to air dry either on a towel or paper towel. Lip and eye brushes. Another couple of drops of Dawn. Great. Now, while we're on the subject, earlier this week I've already, I'll move this over out of the way. And these are hair ties. I'll stop the sink and cleanse my hair ties because you don't want any kind of fungi or any parasites on those. These are just a little satin covered bands for pulling back my ponytail. Also, the hair clips. In they go. A couple drops of Dawn, and then just a few drops of the chlorine bleach. And that is how we keep ourselves safe. There's one other that I want to show you, and this is from, ta-da! I'll wash that one alone. It'll go through that same process that the brushes went through. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back. This is Create a Dramatic Life. Let me show you how. We are doing a public health series. We're going to talk about everything that we need to discuss to keep ourselves healthy. Bring your daughters, bring your sisters, bring your aunts. We're going to go old school and talk about some etiquette. Thanks for watching.